Hello friends! Imagine you are watching a toothpaste advertisement. In the first scenario, someone claims this toothpaste is the best because it not only has the calcium your teeth need but also provides overall protection for a bright and healthy smile. Now let's switch that person with someone else who says the exact same thing. This toothpaste is the best because it not only has the calcium your teeth need but also provides overall protection for a bright and healthy smile. Who would you trust more? Most likely, we would lean towards the second person. Can you guess the reason why? Because he seems to be a doctor, and in this context, we tend to trust medical professionals over regular individuals, right? This is called the art of persuasion. And in this video, we will dive deep into the persuasion triangle: ethos, pathos, and logos. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's start with ethos. Ethos is an appeal to the credibility of the speaker. You need to demonstrate your credibility so that the audience can trust you. Now, how would you do that? You may share your educational qualifications, work experience, and your overall look and feel can also be helpful here. We saw an example at the start where two persons were saying the same thing, but we trusted the second person because his look and feel were like that of a doctor. It's an example of ethos. Let's consider another example. Suppose you are going for a teaching job interview as an English teacher. You could present your work experience and educational qualifications like this. I am currently working at ABC International School. I have 10 years of experience in teaching English to the students from class 5 to 10. I consistently secured distinctions throughout my education with good marks in English. Now, as you have shown the credibility by sharing your educational qualification and work experience, the interviewer will likely trust you more, and whatever you say in the following answers will carry more weight. So, ethos is mainly focused on establishing the credibility and trust of the speaker. Now, let's look into logos. Logos is an appeal to the logic presented by the speaker. You need to provide solid and well-structured arguments supported by facts and information to convince your audience. How would you do that? You may use data, statistics, research findings, or logical reasoning in your communication. Let's explore an example. Imagine you are the principal of the school and you are being asked to find a location for a new branch of your school. After thorough research, you have finalized a suitable place. You could say something like this: I have identified an excellent location for a new branch after thorough research. To gain approval from trustees, I would present a compiling proposal. This proposal highlights the potential benefits, cost effectiveness, and the positive impact the move would have on our school. Now, the decision makers are more likely to be persuaded by the logic foundation of your proposal. So, logos is primarily focused on the use of logical reasoning and evidence to build a compelling argument and persuade the audience. Now, let's look into pathos. Pathos is an appeal to the emotions of the audience. You need to invoke feelings that resonate with the audience experiences, values, and beliefs to create a connection. Now, how would you do that? You may share your personal stories, use vivid language, or use pictures or words that make people feel emotional. Let's explore an example. Picture a student who consistently struggled with low grades in maths. Frustrated and demotivated, they approached their teacher, Miss Johnson. Instead of lecturing on the importance of improvement, Miss Johnson shared her own academic journey in this way.
Look, I know it's tough right now with your grades, but let me tell you something about my own experience. Back in school, I wasn't acing every subject either. I had to work hard, face failures, and overcome my fair share of challenges. It's not about where you start, it's about the effort you put into improve.
In this scenario, the emotional impact of your story is likely to change the student's opinion and garner support for the next exam. So, Pathos is primarily focused on appealing to the emotions of the audience, creating a powerful and memorable connection. So to conclude, Ethos resembles credibility of the speaker, Logos shows logic provided by the speaker, and Pathos shows emotions shared by the speaker. While each of them individually works well, if you combine them, the result could be drastically different. Let me share you an example of it. Suppose the policeman has caught the murderer named Steve and he wants the confession from the murderer. He could use ethos, pathos and logos and say something like this. Steve, I have been in this profession for 15 years, dealing with cases like yours. The credibility of our investigation is solid. We have concrete evidence, including clear footage from CCTV connecting you to the scene. However, I want to provide you with an opportunity to make things right. Confession from your end could make a significant difference. I understand you have 2 kids. By cooperating and confessing, I could potentially help secure government support for their education, mitigating the impact of your actions on their lives. It's a chance to soften the consequences and consider the well-being of your family. Notice, here we have used all 3 techniques, ethos, logos and pathos, and the outcome is very persuasive. There are high chances that Steve will accept his crime. I hope now you understand the power of ethos, logos and pathos. Let me give you an exercise for practice. Imagine you are a student trying to convince your parents to let you go on a school trip. Use the principle of ethos, logos and pathos to create a persuasive message. Pause the video, solve the exercise and message your answer in the comment. I will be waiting for your reply. I hope you would have given the correct answers. And to know my answer, please check the description of the video. That's all in this video. Let's quickly revise what we learned in this lesson. First, we understood the 3 pillars of persuasion. Number 1, ethos. Ethos is an appeal to the credibility and trustworthiness of the speaker or source. Number 2, logos. Logos is an appeal to the logic using rational and well-structured arguments supported by evidence. And number 3, pathos. Pathos is an appeal to the emotions of the audience, aiming to evoke feelings that resonate with their experiences, values, and beliefs. We understood it with an example combining all 3 of them. Finally, I gave you an exercise for practice. Thank you for watching the video. If you would like to have any other English grammar or writing lessons to be covered, please message me in the comments. Like, share and subscribe in case you found the video helpful. We will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye.